Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever felt like you're constantly chasing something? A goal, a dream, a future where everything will finally be right? You tell yourself, once I get that promotion, once I find the perfect partner, once I retire, then I will have truly lived. But what if I told you that this is the greatest illusion of all? We've been told since childhood that life is a journey, that we must set goals, work hard, and eventually arrive at success, happiness, or fulfillment. But what if life is not a journey at all? What if there is no final destination, no ultimate reward waiting at the end? Think about it, a journey has a starting point and a finish line. But in life, where exactly is the finish line? Is it retirement, old age, death? If life were truly a journey, then every step we take would only serve one purpose, to get to the next step. And by that logic, the whole point of dancing would be to reach the last step, and the whole point of music would be to play the final note. But that's absurd. We don't dance to get somewhere. We dance because dancing itself is beautiful. We don't listen to music just to hear the last note. We listen to enjoy every sound along the way. So why do we treat life any differently? The real tragedy is that so many people spend their lives running toward a future that never comes, running toward a destination that doesn't exist. They work tirelessly, sacrificing their joy for the illusion of success, only to reach the so-called end and realize they missed the entire experience of living. But here's the secret: there is nothing to arrive at. Life is not a means to an end. Life is not a race to be won. Life is not a journey. It is a dance, a play, a symphony meant to be experienced moment by moment. And once we understand this, everything changes. We stop postponing our happiness. We stop waiting for permission to live. We start seeing the beauty in small things, the laughter of a friend, the warmth of the sun, the rhythm of our own breath. So I ask you today, are you still running? Are you still treating life as a journey with an end point? Or are you ready to let go and start dancing? The illusion of a final destination shapes the way we live, work, and dream. From an early age, we are taught that life is a path leading to a singular point of fulfillment, whether it be success, wealth, or happiness. We are conditioned to believe that every effort we make, every challenge we overcome, is simply a stepping stone toward that ultimate goal. This belief fuels the idea that we must endure struggles today for a better tomorrow, constantly postponing our joy in anticipation of an arrival that never truly comes. People spend years climbing the corporate ladder, saving money, and planning for a future where they will finally be content. Yet when they reach each milestone, they set their sights on another. The satisfaction they expected is fleeting, and the cycle begins again. This is because the final destination we seek does not actually exist. It is a mirage, a shifting point on the horizon that moves further away the closer we get. The truth is, there is no singular moment in life where everything suddenly becomes perfect, no grand finale that makes all the struggle worthwhile. The very idea of a final destination traps us in an endless pursuit, robbing us of the ability to appreciate where we are right now. We fail to see that life is happening in this moment, not somewhere in the distant future. The idea of arriving keeps us from realizing that we have already arrived. Life is more like a dance than a journey, yet we have been conditioned to believe otherwise. In a journey, every step is taken with the sole purpose of reaching a destination. But in a dance, the point is not to get somewhere, it is to enjoy every movement, every rhythm, every moment. When people dance, they are not fixated on reaching the last step as quickly as possible. They are immersed in the experience, feeling the music, expressing themselves, and flowing with the present moment. The same applies to music itself. No one listens to a song just to hear the final note. If that were the case, composers would simply write endings and people would skip to the last second of every song. But we listen to music because the beauty lies in the journey of sound, the rise and fall of melody, the emotions woven into each note. Life is no different. Yet people live as if the only purpose of their actions is to reach some distant goal. They rush through experiences, viewing each moment as a means to an end, rather than something to be savored in itself. They focus so much on where they are going that they forget to enjoy where they are. But life, like dancing and music, is not about reaching the end. It is about fully immersing in each moment as it unfolds. without the need for a final destination. We are trapped in a cycle of chasing the future, believing that happiness is always just beyond our reach. From childhood, we are taught that fulfillment lies in the next stage of life. As students, we are told to study hard so we can get into a good college. In college, we are told to work tirelessly so we can land a stable job. Once we have a job, we aim for promotions, bigger salaries, and a better lifestyle. Then comes the pressure to settle down, buy a house, raise a family, and secure a comfortable retirement. But even in retirement, people are often left wondering, what's next? The idea that happiness is always tied to the future creates an endless loop of dissatisfaction. No matter what we achieve, there is always something more to strive for. The present moment is sacrificed in the hope of a better tomorrow, yet that tomorrow never truly arrives. When we finally reach the goals we once longed for, we realize that the excitement fades quickly, and a new desire takes its place. This is the illusion that keeps people running, believing that the next accomplishment, the next position, or the next milestone will finally bring them peace. But in reality, the more we chase the future, the more we postpone our ability to experience joy right now. The future is always a step ahead, and by the time we realize this, we may have already missed the beauty of living. 2/2. Success is often treated as the grand prize of life, the ultimate achievement that will bring lasting happiness and fulfillment. From a young age, we are taught that success is the goal we must tirelessly pursue, whether it comes in the form of wealth, status, or recognition. Society glorifies those who make it, convincing us that once we reach a certain level of accomplishment, we will finally feel complete. But the reality is far different. People who achieve great success often find themselves still yearning for something more. The initial excitement of accomplishment fades, and a new goal takes its place. A person who once dreamed of financial stability now chases luxury. Someone who longed for recognition soon realizes they need to maintain or exceed their status to feel relevant. This endless pursuit leaves little room for contentment, as every achievement becomes just another stepping stone to the next. The truth is, success is not the ultimate prize, it is merely another fleeting moment in the experience of life. Those who understand this do not measure their worth by their accomplishments alone. They find joy in the process rather than just the outcome. The mistake is in believing that happiness is something to be earned rather than something to be lived. If we continue treating success as the end goal, we risk missing the moments that truly matter, the laughter, the connections, the beauty of simply being alive without the constant need to prove ourselves. Life is often taken too seriously, as if every step must be calculated, every decision must lead to a productive outcome, and every action must contribute to some greater purpose. We are conditioned to believe that being serious is a sign of responsibility and maturity, while playfulness is seen as childish or unproductive. But in reality, the most profound and fulfilling way to live is not through rigid seriousness, but through play. Play is not just for children. It is the essence of creativity, spontaneity, and joy. It is the ability to engage with life without constantly worrying about whether we are moving in the right direction. Think about how children approach the world. They do not need a reason to dance, laugh, or explore. They are fully present, immersed in whatever they are doing, without questioning whether it is useful or leading to some grand achievement. And yet, as we grow older, we are told to put aside that sense of play and replace it with structure, goals, and discipline. But what if we have it all wrong? What if life isn't meant to be taken so seriously? What if the point is not to struggle toward an outcome, but to enjoy the act of living itself? The most joyful people are not those who have reached the highest level of success, but those who approach life with a sense of play, who embrace uncertainty, laugh at their mistakes, and see each moment as an opportunity to experience something new. The moment we stop treating life as a journey, we free ourselves from the constant pressure of getting somewhere. We have been conditioned to believe that we must always be striving, always working toward an end goal, always moving forward with purpose. But this mindset traps us in an endless cycle of chasing, never allowing us to fully embrace where we are. The idea that we must arrive somewhere to be complete is the greatest illusion of all. There is no finish line, no final destination where everything suddenly makes sense. The moment we reach one goal, Another takes its place, and we continue running, believing that fulfillment lies just beyond the next achievement. But what if we let go of this illusion? What if we realize that we are already whole, already living the life we are meant to live right now? When we stop seeing life as a journey, we begin to notice the beauty in small, ordinary moments. The way sunlight filters through the trees, the sound of laughter shared with a friend, the simple pleasure of breathing. We stop postponing our joy for a future that may never come and start embracing the present as it is. The need to rush disappears, the fear of not being enough fades away, and a sense of freedom takes its place. In this freedom, we discover what it truly means to be alive, not in the pursuit of something more, but in the experience of life itself, just as it is. So, if life is not a journey, what is it? It is not a race to be won, nor a destination to be reached. It is not a series of achievements leading to some grand finale. Life is a dance, a play, a song, meant to be lived moment by moment, without the pressure of arriving anywhere. The tragedy is not that people fail to reach their goals, it is that they spend their lives chasing, waiting, and postponing their happiness for a future that never truly arrives. But once we let go of the illusion that fulfillment is somewhere ahead of us, we become free. Free to embrace the present, free to find joy in the little things, free to live without the constant need to prove, achieve, or arrive. So I ask you, will you continue running toward a future that will always remain just out of reach? Or will you stop, breathe, and realize that you are already here? Because the secret to life is not in reaching the end, it is in dancing with every step along the way.